Howdy folks, this is Jared at Fluty Homestead. And this evening, nice cool evening, feels great out. I thought I'd come down here to the garden, and things is about to wrap up down here in the little garden. And I thought I would just check and see what's left and see if it's about ready for me to mow it all down and pull my black material up. And I may sow a cover crop or something on this new garden this year. And I got some mustard green. I know it's a little late, but I'm gonna go ahead and sow. I got some mustard green seed I want to sow soon. So I'm going to check this out and see what we can find down here. I haven't looked down here around where the cushions and stuff like that is in a while. So I'm going to dig around, see what we can look into. Okay, down here on this end, I had a bunch of vines growing. And, you know, I couldn't get in here and really weed. And there's a lot of weeds in here. But things is about to wrap up, looks like. And I thought I would check some of these vines. And, oh, goodness, I see one big old cushion here for sure. Ain't a big one, but pretty. That'll taste mighty good. That'll make a really nice pie right there. I think these here seeds are some that my friend Rich Griffith sent me. So they're still producing nice. This is one that actually came up from some seed from last year. Right there I see a butternut squash hanging on. Looks like it needs a little more time, but it's almost ripe. I see a little bit of green stripe on the end of it. So we'll dig around this way. There's a little sugar baby watermelon I missed, and I would say it is well overdue. Looks like it's been laying there a while, so I'd say the cows will have a little treat from it. Want to be careful. I don't want to run into no big old copperhead down here. Let's see if we see anything else easily to get to. Let me go around to the side. I see something else down here. I can't tell what it is from here. We'll walk around and see. And I didn't really plant most of this. Most of it came up from some pieces that I fed the cows last year. I did plant the sugar babies, of course. I don't want to get an electric fence neither. This time of year, you have to really watch yellow jackets and copperheads and all that good stuff. Just your normal old stuff. Let's see. It's all weeds down here. Ow! That one had a thorn. Let's see if we can see what that was here. I don't know what that is there. Whatever it is, I believe that may have been like a spaghetti squash or something. I don't know where that came from. It looks like it is rotted. I didn't know that was there. Don't know how that got there. The goose beans, what's left of them, I've just been letting go to seed. You can see now they're a bunch of pods that's dried up. So I need to, one day I'll get in here and get all these off and shell them out and dry me some seeds. There's still some little blooms on it, but there's not many to amount to anything. I might come in here and you could pick maybe a mess big enough to have a little pan to eat. There's some few young tender beans here. So I might get one more little mess out of them, but they've slowed way down. Still got a few peppers hanging around. Some more little tender beans. They're just about done. The cows come through here one day too and wreaked havoc. You see my peppers is all knocked down there. They just about destroyed them. They knocked some of my beans down. Got a few tomatoes left hanging here. Them plants is just about shot. Right here's another little butternut, but I don't know if it's going to make it or not. The cow come in here and I think damaged this vine. So I believe he may have done his number on this one. Don't know if he's going to develop or not. I'll leave him a while. And we'll look right here. I seen some more vines. Oh yeah, there's another butternut. Excuse me. That's gonna be a pretty one. He needs a little more time too. So there'll be a couple butternut here. And like I said, I didn't plant none of them. They all just came up. So that's the best kind. The free ones. And here is the rattlesnake beans. Just about gone. But you can see these things just won't hardly quit. I think finally they've stopped blooming. And you can see, you could still come down here and pick a mess of them. And I haven't touched them in a while. I was gonna let them all the rest go to seed, because I've had some people wanting these and I need to build my supply back up. So all these here, I'll just shell out. But they're still, I may come pick me one last little mess of beans. Them still some pretty beans right there. And you look at them old vines. Wouldn't think I'd have a bean on them. I see a bloom in the top right there. I don't know if you can see it right there towards my house. I'm a-shaking. There's still a bloom on this. Here's a little bloom. You look at that. You talk about a tough bean. These rattlesnake pole beans just don't know when to quit. I've picked and picked and picked. I've canned, I've give away. They're a tough bean. Lots of them in here. Here's some pretty beans. The beans look a lot better than the vines. I'd say I'll get in here and just pull off everything, and all this can go now. She's ready to go. A lot of beans. You look at all these greasy beans right here. They are hanging in wads everywhere. All of these are ready to be harvested, and I'll shell them out for seed. Excuse me. They are everywhere. That's just a little row about 20 feet long. That's they're on one cattle panel. That's 16 feet, and then about 4 foot more here on the end that was on some string. So man, they are loaded. You'll be surprised how many seeds come off of that little row. And of course, right here's the bees that I caught. You can see they're going in and out, and they have worked like crazy and loaded that box down. So they've been a really good swarm of bees. I haven't robbed any honey from them this year. I'm going to wait till next year. And then hopefully next year I can get me another swarm from them.
Howdy folks, today we're getting some hay.
Okay, we got us another load of hay. This makes 12 rolls we've got today. This is cereus hay, and it makes really good hay, high in protein. You just got to cut it before the stems get too big. But it looks really good. This was rolled yesterday from my friend, old Finn there. That's one thing good from the coal mining. You got some nice fields now.
We got 6 more bales, and we got 6 other ones a little bit ago. And now that will be 12, and now we need 8 more.
What are you snacking on, Finn?
Chips.
No, what are them? Pork rinds.
Mm-hmm.
You like them things? Got a snack good when you get hay, don't you? All right, you ready? All right, there's the last 8 bales heading to the house. Don't worry about the mule, just load the wagon.
And like and subscribe.